Okay, so this is a new type of video that I'm attempting to do. We'll see how it goes. I got this whiteboard, so hopefully it works alright. Today I'm talking about vibration. Now, the first thing that I want to draw for you here is this. Now, if you're high vibration, there's a lot of things happening. But as you go lower, the vibration's looser and it's not as much going on, okay? This is our chart we're going to be using for the high to low vibration. Now, every single day when we're out, when we're interacting with people, we might be here. This is us at this point, okay? This is us. And then someone else comes along and they're here. This type of vibe. Now, what's going to happen when we interact is that we meet at this midpoint. So this is our energies converging. We meet at this point, halfway in between both of our energies, right? Both of our vibrations. Now, if we look over here, right? So we're higher vibration, and we're going to interact with someone lower vibration, we're going to be brought down. And we can see how this happens in all sorts of different situations. When you're at work, when you're going to a party, whatever. Say, this is the more positive person, and then this is the person that rocks up to work like, I don't want to be here. You know, they're going to bring the vibe down. All right. Now, in life with vibration though, if someone is all the way down here, very low vibration, I don't think that you're going to really interact with them too much if you're high vibration. But we have to be conscious of when our energy can be siphoned in this direction. Okay? So this one, we end up with our vibration down here somewhere. And this is just a different sort of, you can call that person 1 and person 2 and us. So this is just sort of a different visualization for different types of people where the energy goes when interacting. Now, of course, we might not be that guy, the highest vibrator either. There might be someone up here. It's person 3, who we connect with, and they actually bring us up. Now, I'm not saying in life that we should purely try and focus on being with person number 3 and then forget about person number 1, number 2, because that's not realistic. But I think it's important to kind of have some sort of attention as to where we are in this vibrational mix and then who we're interacting with. Like, for example, if you're doing a lot of low vibration things like hanging out, being intoxicated is definitely one of them. There's time and place, but if you're around energy takers a lot, that's gonna drag you down. Okay, so in life we need to try and be conscious of where our energy is going. Okay, now this is vibration in the social sense, but vibration's also really important when we want to understand, one, how we get things. It's very important, right? So if we are in a state of lack, then we're not going to align our vibration. Okay? So if we want to actually get things to manifest in the material world, we need to ensure that we are a consistent vibration. The way things work in a quantum level is that if you want to tune in to this vibration up here, that's a set point. That's number 99.9 or whatever. You got to tune in to 99.9. The body works as both a sender and a receiver, so it's kind of like a radio station, right? And the human body is constantly interacting with the world and sending and receiving information. So in order to get things to actually appear in our life, we can't be chasing. There's the law of attraction, right? And the law of attraction states that you need to be in the same state, okay, of the thing. For example, if you really want money, it's probably gonna be hard for you to get it. The people, I know this can sound a bit far-fetched, but the people who need the money the most tend to have the least. Okay? People that need the money the most tend to have it the least. Now, vibration is also very important for us to understand how we can interact socially. Okay? So, this is why the vibration is your currency, right? What you are emitting to the world will come back to you. Okay? In life, you get what you give. Okay? So, we need to be putting out good energy if we hope to receive good fortune onto us. Okay? We're not going to be rewarded for just doing whatever. We need to actually give out the right type of vibration. If you're coming from a place of spite or wanting to achieve things from a place of lack, it's never going to work. Yeah, we need to be wholesome, and then the world will be quite gratuitous back to us. Now, this is really important because with the social interactions, we're always going to find points in time in our life where we're having our attention pulled in these different directions. Okay? We need to understand when we are energy giving and energy taking. Ideally, if we have these two cups here, these are two cups. Oh, bit shit, but whatever. Two cups. We want to be in relationships where both the cups are overflowing with abundant amount, and in this overflowing we can support each other. Unfortunately though, this is really ideal, but not always the case. So often what we'll see, and this is all relationships, I just want to make it clear, I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, I'm using relationship in the sense of any human being. What will often happen, and this is what gets dangerous, one person's cup's overflowing, and then that's being used, so this is the overflowing cup, and that overflow is being used to fill up someone with an empty cup. So this is a very common situation that I've seen throughout my life, and this person with the empty cup may not even always be conscious of the fact that they are using this other person to fill themselves up, but this is really dangerous, as there's not the same support and overflowing love which is in this situation. So often we'll see people use each other for support, but in a way where it's really taking. And the hard part is it's hard to explain to the person with the half empty cup, if you're the person with the full cup, that you don't want to give them the water anymore. But it's like if I've been getting free food from the grocery store and then all of a sudden they say I gotta pay, I'm not gonna take that too well, because I have been getting the better vibe and I don't want to lose that, and I don't want to be cut off, even though it wasn't always meant to be free, but I have been getting it for free. And then the third thing I want to say is our words. This is the super important thing. So all our reality, the entire construct of the solipsistic worldview anyway, is functioning inside our brains. But going back to the sender and receiver, so our brain is the vehicle through which we think, etc., etc. And the words we say and the words we think to ourselves constantly are gonna be affecting this, right? So if I say things like dumb, I'm stupid, I'm silly, that's gonna be a lower vibration, right? So we're gonna end up lower here. Where if I have strong things, like strong convictions in myself, I'm honest, I'm powerful, I'm creative, you know? These are high vibrations. And all this doesn't change overnight, you know? This guy's not just gonna magically jump to here, and this guy's not gonna jump to here. We can slowly move up, but life's not a quick game, and things happen over time with consistent effort and understanding of why we're doing different things. Now, I think it's super important for us to protect our vibration and be conscious of where and who we're giving our energy to, because it all bleeds into this one big creation of our own reality. We need to make sure that the words we're using on a day-to-day basis are kind to ourselves and kind to others, so we can help be like this, where we're overflowing with positivity as opposed to taking from a place of lack. And not everyone's gonna see it, and I always have things, we're all trapped in different little cycles, right? We can't always see the big picture, the end goal, or what we're trapped by. But as you learn to be discerning and grow more, you'll see the difference in people who are trapped by certain things which you may no longer be trapped by. You know, and there's different levels to this. There's people who are way far above where I'm at, that's for sure. You know, I'm not a perfect human. And yeah, so that's pretty much your vibration. A few things that I've noted. And we gotta protect this. We gotta be conscious of what we're doing. Taking care of this is key to outcomes in our life. You know, in my last long video I uploaded, I'm pretty sure I said press X on everyone, like a video game. Since uploading that video, I've got a job from chatting to someone in a freaking sauna. You know? And I attracted it. It manifested. But that's because I was putting the energy out. And then the receptive feedback of the universe works in a mysterious way, you know, and it gives you something. And it's like quantum physics, you know, everything is vibration. It's a bit abstract way of thinking, but hopefully it makes some sense for you guys.